Right. Sorry for the abrupt uh, end to the section. Basically got a notification of family in car accident.
I'm on it.
No one hurt really. Car just is worthless about as it can be. Other guys had a fault, so
You are welcome
no
here
real
in
issues
darling
there either.
Glittergold's sight.
Just a little bit of a scare. I'll pay for the identification. There's no way I'm gonna get the identify spell and we don't have a... Can't afford this. Uh, I'll identify things that I could actually use. Cold resistance 100% doubles all fire-based damage taken. This I don't recall this type of item in the original game. So they've changed at least some of the magical items. That's good. I don't want when I want enhanced edition or a remake or things like that. I don't want an exact same game with a few quality of life improvements. I prefer you can improve things while maintaining the more or less the same game. I suppose still do it, please. Makes it worth replaying. I don't want it. I can't even recall anyone using a cold attack of any kind, while fire-based attacks are all over the place. It's a terrible item. Could be more useful in a solo playthrough type of thing, where you absolutely have to have you can afford to constantly switch things around, and you want immunities very much so. For for me, this could be a good way to earn some initial cast. Ring of the Princess, yeah, it's +1 saving, +1 protection ring, just named. Alright, if we just sell these, we should be fine. It's a bounty notice. Yeah, it's not worth. It's worthless basically. Right. So if we can just sell a few of these items, we have enough funds
Sorted.
to identify the
Sorted.
ring. We're definitely holding on to the ring, assuming it is what I think it is. It should increase spell casting. Uh, I think it either adds to a lot of low-level spells, like an extra casting per level, or it doubles the first level spells you can cast. Either way, it's going to be very useful.
I'm on it.
Dorn. Dorn should be a new NPC.
It's about time. Bring me another flagon of ale.
Yeah, I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Then why do you bother me? Be gone.
Nothing would please me more.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Dorn Ilkhan. A brooding half-orc at the Friendly Arm Inn mistook me for a servant. I had half a mind to tell him where to stick his jutting teeth, but I decided against it. He looks like the sort who would be handy in a fight. Perhaps we'll meet again under more favorable circumstances. Uh, which would be what exactly? I didn't get any kind of impression that Dorn would not be joining us. It's the sorcerer is the one that has a level restriction before he'll join. Everyone else should join without any fuss. So what exactly am I supposed to do? Yopi. I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. My uncle's in Baldur's Gate and I can't get there to see him. How come the roads are cut? Where you be in the past few months? The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every scrap of iron you got on me. Surely you must have led some of your trip here, lest you came by the west road, that is. Why is the west road still open? If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be the most dangerous of them all, I assure you. But these folk are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and on. And guess what? This here's inn is smack dab in the middle of it all. Okay.
Listen carefully. If you continue to pester me, I will crush your neck with my bare hands. Go, now.
So he's not coming with us now, which I was sort of relying on him.
Please, seat yourselves wherever you want.
Nashkill would be the place for another, and Barakos. I think we should hit there fairly quickly. Even a second person would aid quite a bit. Someone who has either attack capabilities or attack magic. So we can kill things. Currently, we just can't do that. It's gonna be a problem if it's just a mage though, because no one can tank anything. It's gonna be a situation where one is running away while the other is trying to kill the target.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
Pathetic is the word I'm looking for. I don't think I want to hold on to this spell. I mean, it could be useful in some situation, but I can't think of what that situation could even be. So the money is more valuable to me. The scrolls are worthless. I don't know what the mage is. The mage we're gonna get has, so I'll say hold on to these scrolls. Even if he has the spells, he can still use the scrolls. Right. Maybe I should spy a couple of spears. I basically need the ability to use a melee weapon. And they're very cheap. 1 gold each. I don't, strictly speaking, need to rest now. Do you do
My inn is
identification?
open to all who behave themselves.
Bentley told us there's trouble in Nashkill. That's where we have to go fairly quickly. I don't want to go there with first level characters though, but at the same time, getting the group together requires us to go there anyway. So we might do a couple of easy jobs there to get the first level up. Assuming we can get someone to actually join this little party of ours. I think talking to these guys is a quest, so I want to get it over with.
Calm yourself, dear. We must proceed carefully.
Right. Just want to make sure it's not in the journal. Travel to Nashkill. I'm thinking should I start collecting up quests or try to go after the NPCs. I think we should collect up quests. I don't have to do them immediately, but it would be a nice thing to do if we get the additional NPCs. Okay, I do recall. Oh, the AI is terrible. Pathfinding. I'm stuck on a static drunkard that's sitting on a table. This is something I have to keep an eye on. The thing is, I don't think if you use the Baldur's Gate 2 engine to run Baldur's Gate 1, as any common sense person does these days, you can basically get it. You're not going to suffer from this type of pathfinding issue. So I'm surprised that the enhanced edition basically has worse pathfinding than the current version of Baldur's Gate people play.
I'm on it.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
Hey, I've got a teeny bit of a spider infestation happening in my cellar in Veracast. I was on my way to the gate to get some poison, but this would be a lot easier on my legs, to be honest. You'll know the house when you see it. It's right to the west of the Jovial Juggler Inn. Bring back their bodies to prove you've done the job, and I'll give you 100 gold pieces. If you could please bring by a husband's old booze and my old bottle of wine back as well, and I'll throw in something extra. So, Landring's quest. I think this is about 3 or 4 spiders you need to kill. Troublesome mainly because they poison.
Right, what's this then?
But if we get even 2 characters, we can basically just use range weapons to kill them. It would be a lot of easy experience for us.
Sorted.
And if you have a small party, that easy experience translates to level ups very quickly. With a larger party, it wouldn't amount to much, but at that point you
Right,
can
what's
do
this then?
Guide your eye on your
some of the more dangerous quests too. Can memorize double the amount of first level wizard spells. Very valuable. Definitely not gonna sell it. Probably that's gonna amount to most of our killing power for the time being. There's some minor tasks we might be able to do here, assuming we're not gonna get some new quests to do. But we're mostly doing fairly well. I don't know if I even want to rest. I'd like to get a second guy to join the group. Also, I'd like some kind of a hint why Dorn isn't joining up. He's just being rude for no particular reason. I mean, am I too low level? Do I need to do some kind of a story progression first before he joins? What? I don't get it.
Right, what's this then?
Okay, Berigar should be where we can find our second guy. I'll follow the road. I'm hoping we'll encounter very little hostile action that way. I mean, doing quests is one thing, but my combat capabilities suck so badly. I just want to avoid that as much as possible. And out.
Hey,
Mustache to Bergast, Governor Kildath must be told of the extra troops being sent this way. His way. Bergast is to be garrisoned in case of Almian attack, though Alm has denied such intent. Of course they would deny it, the snakes. Make way for the messenger.
Chase.
You funny looking.
Don't you be getting any closer or I'll have Mom come and give you the belt. That's a serious threat right there. Yeah, relax kid, I don't want to hurt you. Oh sure, that's what that other group of bandits said. And then they went and attacked the caravan I just saw leave. They were a bunch of liars, probably just like you. Get lost. Not much I can do about that.
what do you need?
He's the local guide. Don't need the help. Okay, somewhere in the city should be our second guide. Also, a fairly easy quest with the spiders. Once we have at least 3 guys together, I'm more inclined to try to actually start doing things. So I'd like to achieve that point as quickly as possible. If I do things on my own, it's gonna be very difficult every time we have to fight, but I would level up fairly quickly.
You! Hey, you! Yes, you! I don't see anybody else around here. A little help, please?
She's, the mage. Of course, what do you need?
There's bandits. Vicious, magic bandits. And they must have gone to advanced bandit school or something. They're trying to capture me.
A group of spellcasting bandits. Sounds like a tall tale.
Listen, I'd love to give you a really long and detailed explanation of what's going on, but oh look, we're out of time.
Red Wizard.
So, you would try to hide from us behind this unfortunate fool. Your cowardice proves as deadly as your reckless magic.
You're the one trying to capture me, and I still don't know what you want, so I'd rather not let it happen. Get out of here before me and my new friends decide to eject a fist into your mouth.
You there, stand aside and give me the girl. Surely you won't risk your life for a stranger.
I won't let you harm her. By what right do you hunt this woman?
By my right as a wizard of Fae, we must study her anomalous powers, whether or not she comes willingly.
What anomalous powers are you talking about?
I shouldn't be surprised that one as uneducated as you cannot spot a wild mage when you see one. Her spells cause more harm than good. We must extract her secrets and, of course, prevent her from harming herself or others. I have said enough. Hand her over.
No, she's with me.
If you wish to die for this wild mageling, so be it.
Yeah, I don't think I can take on 4 guys. 2 of the mages. I basically will be dead after 2 spells, no matter what.
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Not again.
Kendall, where did you go? We can't let her escape. Slaughter them all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
Okay, 3 guys would still be quite a tall order. I have no spells and really trust. I might be able to use the dance, but it's very unreliable to say the least. Can I interrupt you at least? No, your image. And she's dead. I have no way to resurrect her. And I don't think I'll survive any better than she does. Yep. So technically, yeah, we have a companion here, but there's no way I can get her. I just don't have the offensive capabilities.
Sorted.
So that's 2 out of the 4 NPCs that I can get access to. Actually 3, because the one requires a level. So can hope for the one in Nashville that he actually joins us without too much of a fuss. Yeah, not a good situation to be in. I could try the shamanic dance and hope that I get super lucky with that, but that's so fucking desperate. I don't even want to try that. Yeah, this is a little bit more harder than I thought. I basically don't need much, but I can't. If the wizard casts the mirror image, there's not much I can do. I can basically use the find traps to take the illusion to disrupt that, but that at most happens when he's already cast his first offensive spells, maybe even a couple offensive spells, which means either I'm dead or I don't recall her name. The wizard is dead. So either way, it's a catastrophe for me that I can't recover from. So I need something to initiate.
I don't like it.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Sorted.
I need something of offensive power that I can use to take out the wizard one way or another. He doesn't have to die, but he has to be interrupted in spellcasting. You wouldn't happen to have a magical spear, would you? No. Bastard sword and battle axe. Deafness scroll. That's a high price to pay for it, though. For a single fight, not good. I'd rather keep delaying it. Resting wouldn't aid us really, because I can't switch my spells. So we would only have the buffs and heals.
It's hard to find decent folk.
He wants a book.
Right, what's this
He
then?
got the book. Reputation increase, 300 experience, and ooh, holy shit, a scroll case. Oh, yeah, I don't care about this book. Didn't expect a scroll case. So you get containers from quests. The original game does not have these sub-containers at all, really. They're all added later on. Very, very, very useful. How close are we to a level up? Not even remotely close.
Sorted.
We could visit. There's a mage to the west. We could visit that, but I can't use any of his crap. I don't really have the funds to buy anything significant either. I'd really like the mage. Not just sure how we should get her. Well, I could take the deafness scroll or whatever it's called. I can play. We might have to try a couple of times, but the saving throw will be failed at some point, which makes the red wizard pretty much worthless as an opponent. I'm inclined to waste the money, even if it's just for a single scroll, because going on alone is just fucking tedious if you're planning to go with a group. Even if you're playing solo, you usually, well, there's a reason that high offensive power characters are good for solo play. Because killing people is always the biggest problem.
My temper's bad enough. I got some cheap beer for you.
Even some kind of disabling spells would be better than what we have currently. I'm not rested this time. Gurk. Aye, so everyone's heard. Everyone's a rubbernecker then, is that it? Old Gurk had his famous cloak stolen right off his back by a batch of poultry's tusloy. Yeah, it's old news, and if you make one crack above the cloak would be an appropriate place to lose it at least, I'll put your liver on the menu. Now move on and let the next people in line have their laugh. Lost a cloak and cloak with a tusloy.
You want some whiskey?
Yeah, I need to get full casting. With the buffs and heals, I might be able to keep us alive, but I would definitely need all my spells.
Sorted.
I don't think the shops are open at night. I just don't know if I can do anything useful. Could hope for the dance.
Sorted.
Not open during the night.
Sorted.
Sorted indeed. So, do I want to try it again? Yeah, fuck it. We might as well. I don't want to If I have to skip her too, we're basically reduced to one additional NPC, and I'm not exactly 100% sure we can get him either. So we're in a bad situation at that point. I can give it a couple of tries. The fighters themselves didn't seem to be all that much trouble. Maybe like level first characters of some sort. It's the mage that's the problem. And the wizard, that's wild mage. She's very squishy. I should basically be able to draw all the aggression. That's also gonna be a little bit of a problem.
Spit it out.
Yeah,
Right,
let's
what's
try it
this
a
then?
couple of times, see how it goes, see where the problem is. If it's not gonna work that way, we can buy the deafness scroll and try it that way. Try to play the mage. Mage's casting ability out of the situation.
You! Hey, you! There's bandits! My hero. Now, where are the rest of your men hiding? I'll be honest. I was betting on you having a legion of soldiers because you'll need.
So,
You're the one trying to.
you there. Stand aside. By my right as a wizard of Fae. I shouldn't be surprised if you wish to die.
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Not again.
Kendall, where did you go? We can't let her escape. Slaughter them all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
Ooh, you might have played me out of the fight. Yep. Thanks a bunch, you fucking piece of shit woman.
Right, what's this then?
Okay, but that's not actually too bad of a situation, because it means she has the ability to play the enemy out of the fight. We got unlucky there, but still.
You! Hey, you! There's bandit! My hero. Now, where
We
are
need-
the rest of your men hiding?
We need to get the
I'll be honest,
attention of the
I was betting on you having a
people
legion of soldiers because you'll need it.
So,
and hope for the best.
you're the-
This
you
is
there.
basically gonna
Stand
decide it by
my-
dice
I should-
rolls.
If you wish to die.
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Not again.
Kendall, where did you go? We can't let her
I
escape.
can't cast anything
Slaughter them
useful.
all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
Sorted.
What is that? Unconsciousness. And unconsciousness. Yep.
Right, what's this then?
You!
The damage
Hey, you,
spells
there's that-
Nira
my
can cast is
hero.
totally worthless.
Now, where are the rest of your men hiding?
If he can't kill a
I'll be
single
honest,
melee
I was
fighter
betting
with
on you
it,
having a legion of
you're better
soldiers
off not
because
casting
you'll
it.
need and
So,
you're the one.
you there.
The mage
By
can
my-
cast
if you wish
third
to
level
die.
Away
spells.
with you, you pompous
So
creep!
that's quite a tough for a first level character to
Not
deal
again.
with.
Kendall, where did you go? We can't let her escape. Slaughter them all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
I could use a little patching up.
Why can't I do anything?
Spit it out.
Because I'm doing that.
I'm on it.
Why can't I fucking even drink potions? I don't get it.
Sorted.
Is it because of this? It doesn't... Right.
Spit it out. Sorted.
I think I'm gonna try to rely on the dance to see us through. If we could basically
You! Hey,
get
there's
a success out of that,
hero.
1 in 3
Now,
chance,
where are the rest
that
of your
would
men
change the
hiding?
game immediately.
I'll be honest. I was betting on you having a legion of soldiers because you'll need it and...
So,
You're...
you there, by my... I should... If you wish to die...
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Not again.
Kendall, where did you go? We can't let her escape. Slaughter them all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
I'm dead. 3 fucking missiles. Yeah. If he... That's ridiculous.
Right, what's this then?
This is way too dependent on everything going perfectly. I'm gonna buy the Deafness Scroll. It's most of my money at this point, but if I can get a new companion with that, it's a good and solid investment.
Sorted.
You want some whiskey?
Except I can't cast because it's a mage spell. What exactly could I do? If I would have more hit points, it would be all okay. I think I'll just try to get another level for myself. I mean, I'll go after the spiders. Or alternatively go to Nash Kill. I mean, we could get the one possible NPC that still might join us. We need to go there very soon anyway and open the path there, so it's not much of
I'm on
a
it.
thing for us. Might be able to do some minor things on the way there, enough to maybe get close to a level up or even a level up. So I think this is the path that is reasonable. The other relies on incredible amount of luck.
Spit sorted.
I could have taken an offensive ability when choosing the spells. Only one would have been Entangle though. But at least it had a chance to... We could have taken down melee opponents in an easier manner. I'm not killing these for the fun of it. I think they provide a quest for us, or rather allow us to complete a quest. Some kind of message to a woman who lives in Verigast. Another +1 protection ring, and more importantly, experience for completing the quest. Would be very, very welcome. He has the item, I'm pretty sure about that. They killed the messenger on with Verigast. Something like that. They're too slow to be of any real threat unless well, I'd have to screw up spectacularly to allow them to get into melee range. Not exactly having good luck with the attack rolls though. I mean, they're Ogre Lance, they're basically unarmored brutes, they should be easy to hit. Just a half a dozen shots with no hits. Sometimes things just don't go your way. They could try to summon help, I suppose. See how that goes. I honestly haven't seen a single situation where how well do these creatures even function.
You mess with me, you mess with you. You mess with me, you mess
Can't
with
see the hit
you.
points.
You mess with me, you mess with me.
It's not good, the creature. It's losing against an Ogrelon. It's a distraction at best. Still, it's 2-on-1 now. Yay! Good for us. I'm not sure. This isn't necessarily a bad ability, but I'm not sure if it's a good gameplay either. It's me standing still doing nothing, while other things just spawn and do actual fighting. Snake. I wonder how well this works with invisibility type things. Do I get experience from them killing this? I would imagine so, otherwise it's a terrible ability. But Ogrelon is an easy target to hit, and this fight has been going on for a long time now. Multiple opponents. Just doesn't make much sense. They're terrible. At the same time, I'm a first level shaman, so I'm not exactly expecting much out of them. Just saying, I don't know. I might have made a bad choice choosing this character class. Yeah, it's a letter to Miriam. That's one quest for us. And as long as we're alone in the party, those do mean pretty much a level up for us. Right, but I still... anything extra and we can get the third guy. Still don't understand the situation with Dorn.
I serve the flaming fist!
You there. You're under arrest for banditry and highway robbery. We know you're part of that bandit group who's been terrorizing the coastway. Keep yourselves up, and there will be trouble. Yeah, you got the wrong guys. We're not part of any bandit gang. Really now? Why should we believe you? Look, sir, we really don't want it. We really don't want any trouble. Like you, we're hunting down bandits in the region. So you're hunting the bandits? Well, who hired you to take on the bandits? Or are you doing it out of the goodness of your heart? Oh, no one hired us. We're adventurers who are just trying to help out the people of the Sword Coast. Alright. Maybe I was wrong about the bunch of you. You're free to go. Yeah, I could not have taken those guys in a fight.
I'm on it.
A little bit of a rough start for us. There's a reason you really should take a couple of guys into your group at the start. If you don't have any specific reason not to, it just makes everything so much easier. First level fighting. We're not hitting nearly as many times as the animation keeps the impression. That's why the fights take so long. It's not like you missed there 5 times, you basically probably attempted to hit it once or twice at max at most. Okay, would the animals be more useful against losers like me? Yeah, it just... There seems to be some kind of a cooldown after you started to dance before you can act and do anything else again. Green potion. That's a rare reward from a hobgoblin. More or less just interested in moving past the area here. More hobgoblins? There should be more, right? There's no fucking way I can handle this many.
Get over here!
I don't have much of an armor class. The ranged weapon user has to die without a doubt. Broken weapon, again. I mean, you can barely strike once or twice with these blasted things when they break. I'm sure it's all chance based, I'm just saying chance is ridiculously high. Looks like I'm not even using a weapon. They get a critical hit, I'm dead, even with a single hit. Hit people. Don't recall this in the original game. Call Quettle's family emblem. Please, please, please allow the last potential NPC to join us without a fuss.
Don't touch me! I might catch something.
Lord Foreshadow, yeah. Nothing important as far as this game is concerned.
With your hurried flight from Candlekeep barely behind you, the troubles facing the Sword Coast seem an unfamiliar blur to your fractured nerves. Gorion would not have you sit idle, however, and perhaps investigating local concerns will shed some light on your own predicament. How the iron shortage or the trouble in the Nashkel mines could possibly be linked to you, you have no idea.
I don't get the cutscene there. In the original game, it's shown big images of the village, children going out to play, and then suddenly the tone shifting a little bit while kobolds are sneaking at the outskirts of the town. That was a picture of a town that changed from day to night. Why does it exist? I don't get it. It's totally different from the original cutscene, and more importantly, I don't get why it exists in the first place. The original cutscenes sort of sets the tone of what's going on. The I don't get the purpose of this cutscene at
Right, what's
all.
this then?
It's totally different. Don't do at all the same thing. More importantly, I guess the more important point is I
Stand
don't
away,
get why it
citizen.
exists even in the context of this game. It doesn't seem to serve any purpose. Identify yourselves. Yeah, Phyllis the Vulture. And this is the band of my... Yeah, I don't have fellow adventurers. So,
See? Such feats are easy when you learn to focus their energies through the light of Selune.
what exactly are you doing here?
Thank you for asking. My name is Rasad. I am merely demonstrating some of the ways in which we Sun Soul monks reflect our spiritual light through physical activity. May I tell you more about the Order of the Sun Soul?
Please do.
The Order of the Sun Soul was founded during the time of...
Hey, what are you supposed to be then? Some sort of kick puncher? Come on, take a poke at me, I dares you.
I have come not to fight, but to demonstrate a few...
Oh, so that's how it is, eh? You prance about, pretending to be some sort of hard man, but you're just a coward, right?
I am not afraid to defend myself, but I do not seek out conflict without purpose. Instead, I wish to share the light of the Moon Maiden.
Oh, I get it. You're some kind of simpering priest, just pretending you knows how to fight, but really just begging for coins, yeah?
A Sun Soul monk uses mind, body, and spirit in equal portions, but not to prove his martial superiority. Rather, he seeks to better the lives of those around him.
Yeah, save it for temple school, boy. If you're not gonna fight nobody, I won't waste any more time on you.
Good for you, Rasad. I admire a man who stands up for his principles, even if in the face of ignorance.
I thank you. It is not always easy. In truth, I enjoy a good fight if it is to improve my skills or to defend a just cause. Fighting that man would have enlightened no one. You seem like someone who would appreciate the tenets of my order. May I tell you more about Selune and the Sun Soul monks?
Yeah, actually, I want you to join me.
I have had trouble making ends meet since coming to Nashkel. If doing so gives me the chance to help others find their inner light, I will be glad to join you.
Oh, thank Jesus, fuck. First level monk, not oh. He should level up quite a bit faster than me. All over the place stats wise, but yep. What exactly does he have on his face? Oh, the tattoos. Right. And you have no equipment. Boots, so armor class +2. Not bad. Armor class isn't good, but it's not horrible either. Do you have any weapon skills? Katana and scimitar wakizashi ninjato. Probably would be better with a weapon at this point as far as chance to hit is concerned. Chance to hit is terrible.
You rang. Right, what's this then?
I think we're gonna go back to Beregas and get our wizard. I need to buy a weapon for him. He'll be more accurate with a weapon than a bare fist for a while.
Welcome to my humble
Doesn't have
establishment.
It's gonna break though. Shit. Also, he has no range weapon skill. Right. 5 bullets. Even if he can't really use them, well, hopefully the wizard can. Ninja Toe is what? Slashing weapon. You sell scimitars, maybe? Something else? No. No, the chance to hit is the same. Better use the. This will do more damage. If it breaks, it breaks. Doesn't really matter. Nash skill. I found a merchant eager to buy.
Sorted.
Winter wolf pelts. I think there's hidden armor in this map. Might as well pick that up. Then we'll head for the mage. What exactly do you do though? What is Sun Soul Monk? Sun Soul Ray. Blast of light from his open palm, dealing 1d8 fire damage for every 2 caster levels, up to a maximum of 5d8. To a single target, undead creatures take an additional 6 points of damage. Flaming fists, fire damage with your unarmed attacks. Additional uses: Greater Sun, Sapphire Shield, Soul Sunbeam, dazzling bursts of light that strikes all creatures within 30 feet radius. Does not automatically hit targets, uses the melee attack of the monk to see if it hits. Does fire damage, blinds them. Additional uses, right? So it's basically you switch some of your special abilities in order to do fire damage.
Go on, then. Right, what's this then?
Instead of stunning attacks, you do fire damage.
I am prepared. Selune guides my hand.
It's a plate armor.
I'm on it. You rang. Go on
Right.
then.
Isn't exactly a super useful group, but I think it's good enough for this rule challenge.
I'm on it.
I look forward to your instruction.
Spit it out.
Your wish?
Right, we'll get special abilities starting so from the 2nd level.
I shall commit.
It's still not a great situation. The thing is, we only really need to interrupt the mage. That's the only thing we need to do. Once that happens, we're home free. I mean, we could get unlucky, I suppose, but that has been the real challenge. If he can cast the mirror image, there's nothing I can do to stop that.
I am prepared.
Go on,
but with 2 guys attacking, I might. Even with the mirror image, you can still hit the real mage. But with 1 guy, the chances are fairly low. With 2, I think we have a reasonable chance, especially if the wizard woman actually does something useful in the encounter.
There's my hero. Now where are the rest of your men hiding? I'll be honest, I was betting on you having a legion of soldiers because you'll need it.
So,
you're the one.
You there. Stand by my. I shouldn't. If you wish to die.
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Not again.
Candle, where did you go?
With this, we could also try the spirit dance because we have a decoy, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Right, what's this then? Get over here!
Didn't disrupt him, but got a hit in. So if I get another one, he's probably dead. Very close, very close. He's the only one still in the fight from the enemy group. Nira took fire damage, but I don't see from what. And he played me out of the fight.
I am really sorry about what just happened. I didn't want to involve you, but if I hadn't run into you when I did, they'd be elbow deep in my brains right now.
What exactly will you do now? Surely Ekandor will return at some point.
Since you were kind enough to save me from those wizardly thugs, I was wondering if I could stay with you for a while. For your protection as well as mine. I swear, I'm quite a skilled spellcaster. I can hurl a fireball like you wouldn't believe.
Actually, I do believe. The big problem with the wild mage is that they get either positive levels or negative levels every time they cast a spell. So that fireball that you really rely on do their standard damage can basically do nothing, or it can do a lot of extra. So it's hard to plan and to rely on a wild mage. Your company would be appreciated.
Fantastic! Let me just get my... well, nothing. I'm ready to go now.
Okay, could you kill the final enemy at this point?
I look forward to your instruction.
You rang. I'm on it.
We have a party. Any of these? Ooh, you probably want this. And another container for gems. When the staff strikes a target, there's a 10% chance that either the target or the wielder will take 1 point of fire damage. Because Nira is a wild mage, so everything about her has to be randomized. But that explains the fire damage she took. It's a magical weapon, that's the important part, so it wouldn't break. At the same time, she has 4 hit points, so if you could not kill yourself with your own weapon, that'd be great. What exactly do you do? First level character, you'll progress about the same pace I do, which means I won't be getting all that high of a level in this game. Maybe 4th level spells at maximum. Probably not even that. She should have a selection of, yeah, the wild mage spells. The thing is, they start to be more useful later on when you have some levels and can cast improved versions of these shields. Every time you try to cast the really first level wild magic things, you have you basically roll 100-sided dice, and you, based on that results, you can almost anything can happen. And I literally mean almost anything within the game world. I mean something totally flashy and nonsensical, something that gives you hiccups. Sometimes maybe a 9th level gate spell is cast and everyone basically in the battlefield is screwed at these levels. So, or all your spells get restored, or everything turns to shit, you kill your own guys, or 4 events of the same on that table suddenly happen in the 10 of 1. So it's an incredibly risky thing to do. It almost never plays out exactly how you would want it until you get some levels and can cast those shields. They give you extra bonus points in your dice roll, so you're more likely to get the result you want. First, magic missile is not useful for a first level caster, I'm sorry. Color spray is incredibly useful. We can't really rely on her for the extra damage all that much. But she can get lucky because she can get the extra spell levels. Nahal's Reckless Swimmer is worthless at this point. I'll take the color sprays. They should be effective against most opponents we face. Maybe not bosses, but everything else will be affected by them. more importantly, we have a proper group. It's not great, but at least this is something we can use. She needs a
Go on,
ranged
then.
weapon, but that's about it. Do you have any skill in ranged weapons? No, just quarterstaff.
Sorted.
Might as well rest. We're. It would be great if we could get Dorn, but I don't think we want to get stuck on that. I need to be somewhere around level 5 before I can get the sorcerer to join the group, which means we'll have to play for some time. More or less, we have to have this
I'm on
group
it.
and basically start doing things with it, do quests, get the story done, that
You
sort of
talking
stuff.
to me? Are you talking to me?
You want some whiskey?
We can only cast first level spells. Deafness might not be a bad spell to take. The reason I don't want to buy it is because I absolutely have to get killing spells.
Right, what's this then?
Right, I'll try to deal with the spider menace here, report the success of that. I hope we'll go to the friendly arm inn, report it. Hopefully I'll try to get Dorn to join with us again, or get anything out of him to indicate why exactly he isn't joining us. After that, if he doesn't join up, or if he joins up either way, we'll just start to basically play the game normally. Once we're at the correct level, we can go after the final guy. I'm not gonna worry too much about it, about Dorn. We have a basic fundamental group together that can do things, and a small group, while it's troublesome, also means we'll level up faster, so it's not that big of a deal once you start doing things. There's a lot of spiders inside. I wonder if they're affected by the color spray, because we could basically lure them out, color spray their ass.
Your way, I shall commit to the task.
You
Things
rang.
there. Maybe even summon some extra aid.
I am prepared. I shall commit to the task.
We can wait until something gets summoned, right?
Selune guides my hand. I shall commit to the task.
You rang?
What the fuck happened? Wild search. Squirrels! Everywhere squirrels. Yeah, this is why wild magic is so troublesome.
My turn to save the day.
I wonder if the spirits are affected by the... You would think not, but...
I look forward to your instruction.
Uh-huh. What is it this my turn to save the day?
Spirits aren't doing anything useful. They're trying to attack targets that are beyond the front guy for some reason. I have no idea why. Fuck, I got a civilian. Yeah, fucked it up.
I shall commit to the task.
Still, the basic concepts seem to be viable.
I shall commit to the task.
Uh-huh.
I am prepared.
What is it this time?
I will show you justice.
Stand back and watch this.
Okay, they're all out of fight basically at this point. Right, wasn't that tough.
Your wish?
We're getting guaranteed hits on them too, because they're unconscious, not sleeping.
Uh-huh. Stand back and watch this.
You rang. I will show you justice.
Ooh, that's a bad timing.
What is it this time? Stand back and watch this.
Go on.
Okay. Right.
Right, what's this then?
I'd say good use of
I'm on
our
it.
spirit dance ability and group abilities. It all works out in the end. That's 3 separate quests really, so I'm expecting the reward to be quite significant too. I need a ranged weapon for her.
Sorted.
She's not gonna have any skill in the ranged weapon, which is actually just fine. Mostly interesting situations like we had here, where we had basically a target that we can get guaranteed hits on, but I don't really want to go close to it, or I can't get close to it. So a sling with a couple of hundred ammunition. Also, I want a magical spear if I can get
Right,
one.
what's this then?
Just so I don't have to worry about the weapon breaking constantly.
Kiss me, blarmy. What you wish done?
I wish a sling and ammo. Also, spear +1. Not for sale. Right. So, definitely struggling to get the party together, but these things are looking just fine at this point. Ooh, we did get the note from the lower section on the road. I think the recipient is here. Might as well do that too. We'll get a protection ring out of it and experience again. Anything to get out of the first level. This is the worst situation possible.
I'm on it.
Salutations.
Come on.
Salutations.
Right. 300 experience, not exactly notable amounts. I think I will get a level up. The rest probably not. The monk will get us level up
Right,
soon
what's this
though.
then?
You appear troubled. Does a shadow lie upon your soul?
Why did you come to Nashville in the first place?
While divided by distance and allegiance to 3 different gods, the various sects of the Order of the Sun Soul cooperate across Faerûn. When the sect in Athkatla ceased responding to messages, my masters in Kalamport sent 10 monks to investigate. Gamaz and I were among those chosen to set sail for Arn. We found the monastery abandoned. The nearby residents we questioned about the mystery changed the subject or fled. For weeks, we continued to investigate. At last, through stealth, subterfuge, and patience, we began to overhear rumors that agents of Shah, the mistress of the night, had murdered all the Sun Soul monks in Athkatla. The local residents feared Shah too much to speak with us. But again and again, we overheard one name uttered in fearful whispers. Alogoth.
Who is this Alarga?
Who he is, what he did to the monks in Athkatla, or where he has gone, I cannot say. The trail is lost, unless I stumble across the name Alogoth again one day. How may I enlighten you?
How did you become a Sun Soul monk?
It seems so long ago that I first joined the Order. Thinking of those days revives fond memories, even as it reminds me of those precious things I have lost. My mother gave up her own life to give life to me. Without her help, my father struggled to raise me and my older brother Gamaz. Life in Kalamport is hard for those not born to wealth and privilege. When he could no longer pay his rising debts, my father was condemned to the arena of freedom, where he fought and died for the entertainment of the people. His death left Gamaz and me to scratch out a life upon the streets. We helped each other as best we could, begging, serving, and yes, sometimes stealing. One day, Gamaz was caught with his hand upon the purse of a Sun Soul monk. Rather than punish us, the monk brought us to the monastery, where we were bathed, fed, and clothed as initiates. From that day forward, we learned the mysteries of Selune and trained our bodies, minds, and spirits to spread her light to others.
You were lucky. Many are not so forgiving of little pickpockets.
Indeed. By showing us mercy, the monks of the Order elevated Gamaz and me from what might otherwise have become a desperate existence. I shall never forget the light they shone upon us. How may I enlighten you?
Yeah, that's enough. Okay.
Sorted.
They seem to be original Baldur's Gate didn't have too much dialogue between you and the companions. I think a lot of ban efforts were made to sort of bring them to the Baldur's Gate 2 level of NPC interaction. These NPCs added by the Enhanced Edition seem to be fleshed out. It also seems like they have some kind of a quest attached to them that's more in line with what Baldur's Gate 2 NPCs are like. So I sort of wonder, have they done the same treatment for the normal NPCs? It wouldn't surprise me. Basically, there's almost a readily available mod to do that. And it would be odd if only the additional NPCs had that kind of interaction.
Let her cult guide your eye on
But it's not. It's possible that not every NPC has that. Oh, what is this? They're a yellow color for some reason. Why? Everything's blanked out. I think they're blanked out because no one can use the armor. They're highlighted because these two can benefit from it. I already have it, so there's no point giving it to me. I think. Yeah, it doesn't react to the standard items in any way. Just equipable items. Right, I'm the only one who can use helmets or armors. Okay. I'm not quite sure what exactly it tells you, but I think I can get the gist of it. Another very useful thing, because you don't have to basically put it in everyone's inventory to see if they can get benefit from it. You can immediately see who the item can benefit and which characters is totally worthless.
I'm on it.
So another nice improvement.
Listen carefully. If you continue to pester me,
Yeah, I
will
don't get
crush
I
your
don't get
neck with my
Dorn.
bare hands. Go now.
Sorted. Right, what's this then?
A stout hammer will fix most any bandit.
120 and 300 experience.
You cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide. A stout hammer will fix most any bandit. You cannot get better than the stability stone walls
How
provide.
exactly am I not getting level ups? Okay, there's still one more minor task at least I know I can do here. There's get a flame
Right, what's
dance
this then?
ring. In order to do that, we'll have to kill a couple of hobgoblins.
Right, what's this then?
I think I'll actually level up and grace and do that. There's no reason not to. And I like to do things during daylight. The game just looks more appealing during daylight. Also, you get a special ability. Sun Soul Ray, some damage, fire damage to the enemy. I'm not sure how the details work. I'll have to test it against the hobgoblins.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves. You do not dream often, but tonight the visions are vivid indeed. Long have you walked, but now you find yourself back amidst the stones of Candlekeep. Your former home looms before you, but the gate is closed and barred. Over the walls there is a candle in your old room, but as the light goes out, the brick surrounding the window closes together. The very walls conspire to keep you at bay. A familiar voice startles you. Though it is calm and caring, you cannot go back this way, child. You must go on. Gorion forms before you. And though his image should be comforting, it seems but a shade of his living self. He is dead in your dreams, as in life. The phantom of your foster father gestures toward the blackness of the wood, as though it should be inviting. Perhaps it is, in a way, but the traveling will be hard. As you think this, a smooth and obvious path becomes clear out of the corner of your eye. It seems meant for you, pulls at your very being, and promises to quickly lead you away from the life you once led. Perhaps this would be for the best, but it is a bit too convenient for your liking. You do not wish to dwell upon the loss you have endured, but neither should it be forgotten. Gorion smiles and fades away. The pull becomes a push, but you turn away, steadfast in your new direction. The way is not quite as clear, but it is sure to be interesting nonetheless. A whisper follows as you stride away, something vestigial and sinister that you recognize, but yet have never heard. You will learn. You don't look back.
All this traveling, all this adventure, how do you manage it? Until now, I was barely able to keep my head above water. Yet here with you, it seems almost easy.
Safety in numbers.
Safety in numbers, eh? Fair enough. I guess I've just never really had a traveling companion before. My life on the road has been a solitary affair, full of cold nights and colder dreams. It's enough to make a girl want to head back to High Forest.
Is that where you come from?
That's me, born and raised in the thicket. At least until my mistakes piled up high enough to come crashing down on me.
What exactly drove you out of your home?
A maiming or two, if you don't count the second-degree burns. Completely accidental, and everybody lived. Well, at least I'm pretty sure everybody lived.
What exactly happened?
During our magical training, we were supposed to summon a sphere of fire. And mine got away from me somehow. One moment I was concentrating, the next moment my classmates were rolling on the floor screaming.
Perhaps your poor teachers are the ones to blame?
No, I did it. It was my fault. Accident or not, I should have been more careful. I could have taken responsibility or fetched a bucket of water. Instead, I ran away, terrified of what I'd done.
Well, I can understand why you might panic in that situation.
It's kind of you to put it that way. There are times when I wanted to think that way. It was confusing and I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Still. Afterwards, I ran into the woods and couldn't bear to go back to face the consequences. I snacked back into the village now and then for food, and wants to leave a note for my parents, but eventually I had to leave.
I took to wandering High Forest, but I kept running into the wrong people and doing the wrong thing. Eventually, Turlang the tree and grabbed me and said, "Take a hike." Well, maybe not in those words exactly.
And so you left on your journey.
And so I left High Forest. I've been wandering for a while now. I've got a few ideas for a destination, but I'm still considering them. Come, let us continue this journey together.
Come, let us have this totally natural conversation. Yeah, I think I'll leave things in here. I'm still gonna do the flame dance ring quest here, but I can wait for another time. More or less, things are now looking okay. I wouldn't say good by any stretch of the imagination, but we're fairly close to all important level ups. In the first for everyone. After that, things should ease up quite a bit. Also, Rasad is very close to another level up. He's leveling up quickly. I mean, he's basically almost level 3 while we're reaching the second level. He should be quite useful very quickly. And I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just keep playing as normal, even with the 3-man group. I don't know when Dorn is gonna join up. I don't particularly care either. The 3-man group is enough if we get to level 2, 3 to even do Nashkel mines. The only real problem is traps with this group, but I think my main character can get detect trap spell. I'm not sure if I want to take it though, because I can take so few spells, and that's a very situational. I guess I can just heal through things. The reason why I'd like to do at least some questing is basically money, because if I have to, for example, crawl through or wade through a lot of traps, a couple of healing potions is enough to do that, but it requires quite a lot of money. So a few good quests that earn us a decent amount of cash, and I think we're set to go. If we're at low lucky, it'll also translate to an extra level up or something like that. So it would certainly make things easier for us. But yeah, I think we have enough of a core group to see us through for a long time. I think I'll check why the Dorn isn't joining us. I basically want to know, is it because of something I've done, or is it something I need to do before he joins up? I just need an answer so I can basically continue from that.